What's up, girl? Okay. Slay. What's up? It's your girl, Qorie B with the Pink League Podcast. And yes, we're back with another powerful, innovative, next level conversation. And to my right, I have my lovely guest here, Qorie B. Am I saying your name correctly?
Yes,
it's
Qorie.
Qorie B with the Q. And so, I'm going to let her introduce you all to herself and tell you all more about her and what she has going on.
Hey y'all, my name is Qorie. I am the owner of Resilience Fitness Apparel. I've been in business for 3 years and my target audience is every woman. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome, girl. So you've been in business 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So what brought you to the business journey? What started you? Got you started? What was the shift?
I would say there was a shift with my employer. I was working a 9-to-5 that I just absolutely loved. I just enjoyed being there. I would get up at 5 a.m. and I didn't even start working till like 9, but I just loved it so much. And there was an incident that happened and I ended up getting terminated from work, and it was a wrongful termination.
Wow.
And so I knew in that time frame I needed to do something because I've never not had a job. And so I was out of work for 6 months, and during that time I really started putting the effort into working out and doing what I actually love doing, like what I enjoy. So
okay, we're gonna go back because she actually is a person that loves her job. So what field were you working in? Because we don't get that often.
Well, okay, so the reason why I love my job is because I like learning. And so that position that I was in, it was constant change, constant learning. Like it was always evolving into something different. So I started off just doing engagement, which later on turned out ended up being in IT.
Okay.
So it was a lot of shift, a lot of change, and I like that because I was never bored.
Constantly learning and growing.
Yeah.
So you loved that it was challenging you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, okay, you said you had a wrongful termination.
Mm-hmm.
What first went through your mind when that happened? What were your thoughts behind, how long were you on the job?
I have been there for 1.5 years.
Okay, so when that happened, and this is your livelihood, what thoughts went through Qorie's mind when this happened? And you knew it wasn't your fault.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's what I thought. What am I gonna do? Because I've never not had a job. I've been working since I was 13, 14. I had family members that were business owners, including my parents. And then I had grandparents. I always figured out a way to make my own money. I knew how to braid hair. So I have my own little hustle, and I've always had that. But I feel like with employers, they give you a sense of stability because you know exactly how much you're gonna make, you know what benefits you get, you know what time you go in, what time you get off. And so it kind of just gives you this constant, steady discipline.
Being comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So once you went through that experience and then you trying to figure out a means to make money, that's when your fitness program the idea came to you?
Yeah, I actually went to school. So I graduated from Tennessee State University.
Okay. Congrats.
Yes, thanks. Back in 2016, so it was a little while ago. But I went to school for physical science. So I wanted to be like a physical therapist. I wanted to train people. And then I'm like, I don't know if I really want to do that. There's a lot of injuries and I didn't want to go into that. And one thing I've always been passionate about is clothes, fashion, style, beauty. My parents were hairstylists. They own salons. So it was that's all I know.
Right.
And then I'm limited to that when I am in a corporate environment.
Okay.
And that's kind of where I was at for a minute. It was if I follow these steps, I know that there's guaranteed success. I know that I'll climb the ladder. I'll eventually make more money. But once I got lost in it, it was just never ending. It's okay, now I get to another job. I'm making more money. Then what? Then after that, then what? So do that for the next 20 years.
And then as you continue to make more money, you continue to bring on more things. And it's okay, you need the next level.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a slippery kind of slope for many. Would you say that?
Yeah. I think ultimately, when people go into corporate America, they have this idea that if they follow these steps, they're guaranteed success. They're not considering the fact who's in leading roles, how that's gonna affect you if they leave. There's so many like politics when you get into corporate America. But one thing that I keep seeing and keep hearing is that when you're an entrepreneur, you have control over how much money you make. And there's no limit to that. Exactly. But if you have that drive, you have that ambition, and that's something I've always had, nobody can stand next to me. And I know that.
Yes. Confidence. You have to believe in yourself. And so in corporate, it's like you can believe, and then but you have to also go through others and have them to be able to see the picture, to be able to climb that ladder within somebody else's dream.
Yeah.
But when you're building a dream from your own, it's like it's your destiny. It's up to you.
Yeah. I would say not only is it up to you, but you have control over your destiny more than you do if you work a 9 to 5. And nothing against working a 9 to 5, because me working a 9 to 5 has got me in a position to where I can run a business and I know how to manage my money. I know how to, facilitate and make sure everything is done in a seamless and most professional way. Because the reason why companies run a certain way is because they know how to bring in money. Once you want to bring in a certain type of money, you gotta carry yourself a certain way. You gotta handle your business a certain way. You can't just be not showing up or not sending packages, things like that. So
And so you said your mom had a business doing hair, your dad, and what was your dad's business?
He was a hairstylist too.
Okay, so you don't know how to do hair at all. So you like,
who, me?
Yeah, do you know how to do hair?
Yeah, I actually did my hair.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Okay, so you just knew that wasn't something that you had in your heart to do. You didn't want to follow that.
Yeah, and that's something that people, because I used to shampoo heads, and they used to be like, oh, you're going to follow your mom's footsteps, you're going to do hair. And I just didn't want to do hair. That wasn't something I was just passionate about.
Right.
Now, I do like projects. That's what I like doing. So you would consider me a project manager, because I like starting something and seeing it all the way through until the job is completed. Okay. And I feel like that's what you get with doing hair too. But that's not really what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about healthy, making sure that people understand how to be healthy, what's the best things to eat, and you don't have to limit yourself to like only eating these type of things to get your results. Like you can do so many things, and I'm just passionate about that.
And so you say you're passionate about eating, and so you do have the fitness line. Mm-hmm. And could you tell them the fitness line again?
Yes, it's Resilience Fitness Apparel.
Okay, and so could you go more in depth how you pair your fitness line alongside with, being more healthy and things like that in your lifestyle journey?
Yes. So with me having my fitness line, I have to stay in shape, especially if I want people to see the type of clothes that I'm wearing and how they're beneficial while you're in the gym. So that would require me actually going into the gym, doing workouts. That's something I also enjoy.
We actually met.
Yeah, we met at the gym. But that's something that I enjoy, and I like being cute too. Like,
I mean, y'all, you want a model? You want a? Oh, well, we gonna insert.
I'll show y'all.
We're gonna insert a clip of her. This is your line, right?
Yes, this is a potential.
That's pretty.
Thank you. This is a potential. I always get to test things out, see how I like it first.
Okay.
Before I sell to my customers, but. Yeah, I like looking cute when I'm in the gym, and it keeps me motivated to continue to work out. And even on the days that I don't want to work out or don't feel like being at the gym, I know that ultimately I'm gonna get a result. So it's not only is it me being more healthy, I feel better, it relieves stress. Yeah.
And then the thing is, I love that she does a fitness line, because I know personally myself, when I get a new fitness gym gear, fitness outfit, like I go out shine or whatever, whoever, once I get down I can support her more. But Hontyyy, it's like it make you want to go work out, like when you got a better outfit. And then as you losing your weight, you're not just wearing, I mean, some people do wear the baggy stuff to the gym, but I prefer to wear stuff that accentuates my shape.
Yeah, I think especially like with the things that I sell, we really know how to make your body silhouettes. You know, like cinch you in the waist.
Like she's looking
Thank
fine.
you.
She's looking awesome.
Thank you.
She's been putting in work, Hontyyy.
Thank you. Thank you. But it's for everybody because I know the struggle. My weight has gone up so much. I used to run track. So I ran track, played volleyball when I was in high school. And here I am about to be 30 and my body has gone through some changes.
You look amazing.
Thank you. You do too. Thank you. All the compliments. But I just recently had 2 babies. And they're not twins, but they're back to back. I had my first daughter in August of 21, and then I just had my second baby in September of 2022. Okay, so they're Irish twins, and I gained like 70 pounds with my first daughter, and then with my second daughter, almost 90 pounds. So my body has gone up. I definitely hit. Yeah, I'm only like 5'2".
Wow, and you gained 90 pounds?
Yeah, I got up to almost 200. If I didn't get to 200 delivery. But yeah, I was definitely up there.
Well, I must say, y'all, like, for her to get right back in the gym after both babies or after each gal?
Excuse me. No, after my first baby, there was only 4 months in between when I found out that I was pregnant again. So I get really, really sick during my pregnancy. So I didn't go to the gym. I literally stopped working out. And I seen a difference in my body. Like, I always kind of had like a little round, plump booty. Not real big, but it was nice and little, you know. My booty changed because I guess I wasn't doing nothing and then I gained all that weight. And so it's just an adjustment, but that's what I love about the clothes that I sell because it's for everybody. It's not just for someone who goes to the gym and work out every day, you know, because I haven't even been the most confident because my body changed so much. So I have to get adjusted and used to that, but I still feel good putting on my stuff, you know. So I still got some stomach out and my stomach ain't flat, you know what I mean?
But you look great with with the workout fit.
Thank you.
Whatever fit, you know.
Thank you.
Hontyyy, we just gotta embrace it all. Like me in this shirt, I'm like, hey, we still roll, Hontyyy.
She look good. She looks super cute too.
Thank you,
super
girl.
cute. Yes.
Thank you. And so you just mentioned you had 2 children. So what are their ages?
So my oldest daughter, if we talking months apart. They only a few months apart. But if we're talking months, my daughter Mila, her name is Camila. She is 18 months, 19 months. And then my new baby, Amora. Yes. She is about to be 8 months in a couple of days, couple of weeks. Yeah.
So with that, how are you balancing motherhood, being pretty much a new mom, and business? How are you balancing that?
Well, I cannot say that I'm doing it by myself. I definitely have a good support system. My fiance is a really good dad, so
that's awesome. Congrats to fiance.
Kudos
to you.
Thank you. But with him supporting me, like when I'm at the gym, that means the girls have to be at home with him. So I'm able to like still do what I need to do. Because if you look on social media and you see like people that have a lot of money or come from something, it's like, oh man, I wish I could just live that life like the Kardashians. They can go to the gym, they can be cute all the time, take pictures, got people to cook for them and all that stuff. You don't really need that when you don't have a ton of money. All you need is a couple of people to support you, and you have to be determined. So with me having the small time that I have in a day to go to the gym, I make use with that time. I don't sit around and find an excuse and say, oh, I can't go to the gym because I want to go at 9 o'clock in the morning. If I only got 2 hours and that time frame is from 12 to 2, I just got to make it work. You know what I mean? So, and that's what I feel accomplished in that sense, because I've adjusted so much from like not being able to like go to the gym and not being a mom to now being a mom, can't make excuses for myself anymore, and now being a full-time business owner. Like, it's a lot of changes, but I definitely have a lot of support.
I love that, and I love what you say. You can look at the Kardashians and say, oh, you want to be like them and see that because you see their success, or you can look at your own life and realize how successful you are, and the points of life and where you at, in the different stages you are, like being able to now get up and work out and be committed to that journey, and then you know, have started your entrepreneurship journey, and that is success for you and to you, because you're not trying to compare yourself to no one else. And y'all need to get that. Like, quit comparing. Everybody's in their different stage, different levels. You know, just mind your business, mind yours, and then you won't be, you know, in a place where you feel like you gotta try to compete or with nobody else's, you know, life journey. So I love that you point that out.
Yeah. And I mean, I kind of heard the Holy Spirit tell me the other day, so it wasn't like an actual voice, but I know when he's talking to me. And one of the things, because there's a lot of, in the stages that I'm in right now, I'm being tested with my patience, because I want things to be done like now. I want this to happen for me now. I want to make this type of money now. I want to buy my house now. Like, everything is now. But I can still be great and succeed where I'm at. So right now, I'm a stay-at-home mom. How can I use that time to really do the best that I can with that, you know?
Exactly.
Excuse me. Whereas some people may be like frustrated that they're not where they want to be, and it's like, well, it's something that you can get from where you at.
You are.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. So you preaching like being. You don't have to be content. You be content and not content, meaning be content, but you don't have to be comfortable and stuck. You can know that it's gonna be a change, but be happy and grateful for where you are. I love that. And not feeling like you got to rush everything, because if you got everything you wanted today, then what? Yeah. You'll be miserable probably, because you're like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you know, us being able to go through these different adversities in life and challenges, and that builds grit, that builds tenacity, that builds what you need for once you get there. Being in the season that you're in, do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Like, this season is building you for everything that's coming.
I definitely feel that. And the only reason why I know that to be true is because everything that I have now, I remember where I was 5 or 6 years ago and wanted that.
And now you have that.
And now I have
that's
it.
what y'all got to. Y'all, did y'all, girl, say it again. Did y'all hear that? When you up there tripping, just say what you just said again.
Yeah, look back at where you was 5 or 6 years ago.
And when you wanted where you are at now. So be grateful for where you at now and what you have now, because this was your past. Like, wow. Yep. Okay, girl. So, you are engaged. How long have you been engaged?
Too long. No, I'm kidding. We've been engaged for 6 years. But
wow.
Not 6 years. I'm sorry. We've been together for 6 years, but we've been engaged for 3 years.
Okay.
But I ended up getting pregnant, and they just kind of came right back to back. And I just want to be able to get my wedding and stuff together without, you know, getting married while I'm pregnant and stuff. I'd rather just do it when I have a clear head, because I'm already like, everything has to be like this. So I don't want to be a bridezilla, you know? I want to enjoy it. So.
I definitely understand that, because I think I might be a bridezilla.
I know that I would be a bridezilla.
Wow.
But I'm trying to get there. Be patient.
Yes. So let me ask you this. Do you manifest like things in your, did you manifest, you know, your fiance or anything, or having your children? Are you big on manifestation?
I'm starting to be big on manifestation, because there's been things in my life that I may have said, oh, I'm going to do this, and it'll happen, and I didn't even really think too much into it, and then it just happened. So I'll give you an example. Some years ago, before I even moved to Atlanta, because I met my fiance here, but before I even moved to Atlanta, I said,
listen, she met her fiance in Atlanta. I look like my eyelashes messing up. But people be saying the days in Atlanta, this and that. No, it's what you believe it to be, because she done met her man out here. I just want to say that to people.
No, but I had said some years ago that I could just see my life, me being able to just relax, be on an island, wearing tank top shorts, and just being real, like, simple, but having a nice, simple, relaxing, luxury life, you know? Kind of like a bohemian life, like,
yeah,
you know?
Because, I mean, you're giving bohemian.
Thank you.
Bohemian, you're giving bohemian.
Thanks, I'm trying. But no, I said I wanted that. My fiance is Jamaican.
Wow.
And then he's not Americanized, so he's like.
So he still have that. What you? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So yeah, I think I kind of manifest that, and so because I wasn't out searching, it wasn't like I was on a dating site selecting. No, I met him at my other job. I was working at a bank, and he came in.
Wow.
And yeah, we were just friends at first. So that's kind of what happened. But I am big on speaking out what you want, what you believe, and then wishing other people well. Because
Exactly.
it's not even like people in business. I'll give you an example. If I'm driving on the road and somebody speeding, almost crashed into my car, instead of me getting upset and cursing them out, my thought process has changed. So it's more like, I really hope they get to where they need to get to safely.
Exactly.
You know?
That's why I be telling my children, like, calm down, don't do that. Like, it ain't worth it. If he flying like that, and don't be smart, he gonna this and that. No, just hope he prayed. Hope and pray that the person don't crash.
Yeah.
Even though they driving like a jack out of a jack A.
Yeah.
A jackass. I'ma say it today.
No, but yeah, I just wish everybody well and staying in my lane. And I think, you know, things will work out good for you.
Things flow.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so where do you see yourself in about like 5 years on your journey and things like that? Like, what else do you feel like you want to accomplish?
Okay, in 5 years, I plan to.
Shout out to Cafe Social House on Veterans Memorial.
No, but in 5 years, I definitely see myself having another business, successful business in the fitness industry. I'm not gonna say exactly what it is because I'm still figuring that out. But I do have an idea of what I'm looking for and how I can go.
So we can't tell you everything right now because we don't need nobody trying to go trademark our idea.
No, but in 5 years, I definitely see my business being, you know, a household name.
It is. It is. And guess what? She's gonna come back on here. I'm gonna come back on here and be like, wow. Do you remember you said, oh, why are we talking about it? A lady that was on my podcast last year, she said on there, she said she wanted to, what she's doing now is working how she's working, and she's actually doing it. Like, y'all better tune in and get these gems. Thank you so much. Yeah, do y'all have some sauce?
Yeah, I brought this.
I just got some spinach.
Okay, do y'all have
Some potatoes with veggies.
Salsa, got you. Okay, thank you.
And she has the salmon tacos. And once again, we're at the Cafe Social House on Veterans Memorial. They have awesome food. And so, what else was saying?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? So yeah, I definitely see, and I see myself, you know, having my wedding. I see myself having. I can go into great detail where I see myself in 5 years, but overall, I just see myself being more happy and being able to pour into the community and like connect with other people. Because I really don't want to just live for me and my family. I feel like there's a lot of stuff I've been through. That I've experienced that I can kind of like help somebody else, and that's what I want to do.
Wow, I love that. And that's what life is about, like being able to serve, and you know, others will serve you, but first and foremost, I mean, yeah, you have to, because I'm good on doing what you got to do for yourself, but then the overall picture of doing what you have to do for yourself and being in a better place is to help others be in a better place and just pour into others. We on that same vibration.
That's how we met.
On the same vibration?
On the same vibration.
Yes. It's alignment. Like, I meet a lot of people that's on like the same alignment and flow as me. Like, I was in the center.
Thank you.
And the lady just started praying, and everything she was praying was what I needed. And we had a conversation, and then I mean, just constantly meet people that's on the same vibration. Like, it's amazing, y'all, when you're in alignment.
You're able to have clarity and see things differently than how you've seen them before. Because I do believe that everything is an illusion. I feel that way. So, like, I'm learning it more now because I have a control thing. Like, I want to be in control. But now I'm starting to realize this different things that I'm going through is just an illusion. So it's like, this isn't really what you're looking at it as. So I'll give you an example.
Right.
Your tire flat. Okay, the first thought is, oh my God, I'm gonna be late to where I am and all that stuff. No, this is an illusion. Okay, what can I get from this situation? Maybe there's prevention for me getting in an accident. Maybe this didn't need to happen. I don't know. I just feel like now, especially in my being in business, because you don't have control over everything, and you think that because you're in business you should.
Right.
That's not always the case. You
Being
have
able
to
embrace
new changes and challenges, but also be able to accept things that don't happen the way you expected, because usually it's for something way greater or better. So if, for example, you meet up with somebody and you think you about to get this deal, $1 million deal or something, and it don't work out, probably because that $1 million is really supposed to be 10 or 100. You never know.
Wow.
But just accept that what is for you is for you, and you can't stop that, you know?
You preaching, girl.
So
we need to get the collection plate passed. But I mean, like, so true. And when you get what she just said, because people be thinking I don't go through stuff. No, everybody go through stuff. It's how you respond to the stuff that you go through.
mm-hmm.
And that's basically what you're saying. What she's telling you all. How you gonna respond when that tire flat? Oh, you gonna get all out of whack because you supposed to be in this place or this and that, and let it get you all riled up, when you gotta take some type of lesson from that and look at it on the brighter side. Okay, well, this happened, maybe it's keeping me from harm, or it's working for my good. No matter what it's looking like, it may be looking bad, but you have to think like, okay, no matter, right now I'm a little frustrated, but I'm gonna take it for what it is. I ain't gonna let it get me out of my character. I'm not gonna let it get me out of whack. I'm gonna embrace it and keep it going.
Yeah, and you learn that more. Like, if you're the type of person that see yourself having successful businesses, or I don't know, being a successful mom, whatever your thing is for success, because everybody judges their success off of different things. They measure it differently. Whatever your measurement for success is, once you stay focused on that, nothing else can deter you from what you're supposed to have. Because like now I'm in my element. Like I feel like it's like the momentum. Like I ain't pregnant no more. Like everything is just like
you're not resisting any longer. You're flowing naturally to what's for you and what's else to come for you.
And it feels organic.
Right.
So just I don't know how to explain it. The only thing that I can say is when people say stay in your lane, stay focused on that, because nothing can stop you from being happy once you know who you are, what you enjoy, what you like, because you're not sitting around waiting on the next move of somebody else to make your move. You just moving to the beat of your own drum,
Yes.
And I feel,
and that brings joy and happiness. Like, I'm seeing you glow.
Oh, thank you. But it's true. And even with something like, I'll give you an example with my post for like my resilience page on Instagram. At first I used to have somebody do it for me. I was paying somebody to do it. And then once I started like cutting out all the extra noise and just doing what I want to do, I go with whatever the feeling is. So, and what makes sense. I don't have to think too hard into it. And so I just feel like things are just happening so much better. It's like there's not a resistance, it's not a fight. It just flows. And I feel like it gives me a little bit more peace because I'm not struggling. When I was working my 9 to 5, because I just quit my job back in January. Before I quit that, I was struggling every day because it was like, I'm giving all this time and energy, but what is the end? Like, where does it stop? Does it stop at once I make a certain amount of money? Because in that position, you're capped. At any position, you're capped until you go into another role, but there's more responsibility. And then when you talk in salary positions, they expect to get the most work out of you, but they're not paying you extra for it.
And then the most work, and then you're the most stressed.
stressed out and you take away valuable time from your family. And when I think about what's the most important thing, it's definitely time, because I can't get it back. And I'm listening to older people that's had kids. It's like, you know, your kids gonna grow up so fast, just enjoy it. Let me tell you, I'm not rushing my kids to get out of diapers. I'm not rushing for them to get on the perfect time schedule. I'm embracing where they are in their moment, them being truly organic to who they are. I'm letting them be that, and I'm enjoying being a parent and watching them. And so my perspective on being a parent is completely different than somebody who is just like, I'm ready for them to just get out diapers. I'm ready for them to start school. I'm ready. No.
You're not trying to rush time with your children.
No, because it's going to happen. It's inevitable. Like, they're going to get older. They have no choice. They're going to go to prom. All that stuff is going to come. But right now, we just going to enjoy where they at. Yes.
Present where y'all are at. Be present where we are at. I was telling someone that the other day. I was like, you up there talking about what was what talking about today?
Yeah.
You gotta be present now.
And it gives you so much perspective when you don't have somebody controlling your time, controlling your schedule, controlling everything. I'm so much more present. Like, some people look up and it's June and they like, dang, it's June already? No, let me tell you, it's April. It's what, April the 11th, 12th? Something like that. It feels like it doesn't feel like the time is just moving so fast, because I'm actually enjoying and living day to day and not month to month, you know?
Right.
So yeah,
girl, she's in the flow, boo boo. She's in the flow, and that's what Purpose for Living does, and that's why I'm doing this, because I'm in my flow doing it. Like, each guest, like it's like it's magnificent.
really.
Literally, like, each guest give me that, whoo, like, y'all keep me on my toes, y'all keep me in my flow. And so just to hear her drive, hear the thrill of her just living out her life's purpose. Like, you can work a job, and we not knocking jobs at all, because they provide for family and livelihood. I'm gonna wait till this go by. However, once you find your purpose, whether you're working a job and doing your purpose, however, you had that zest for life, that zest for, you know, not trying to rush the day, or not trying, you know, or you won't be mad when you wake up on Mondays. Like, literally every day I'm working on a pink link something, and it doesn't feel like work, because I love it. Like, I'm doing something, and it's just like, wow. When you get that thing, make sure you hold on to it. Make sure you keep pouring it to yourself, and it's gonna be up. It's up, girl.
Yes, I believe so. But there's one thing that I do want to say before we get off, that I think is important for whoever. Your purpose is not just this aha one moment in your life. Right. Your purpose is constantly evolving and changing. So before, when I was 20, 21, 22, I was, you know, young, Thunderbird, like, you know, kicking and having fun. My job and my purpose in that moment was school. Right?
It's ever changing.
Now my job and my purpose and what I feel I'm supposed to be doing is being a mom and being a business owner and holding down my position as a mom in my household. So, you know, your purpose changes, and then once my kids grow and go to school and everything, my purpose will change. So don't think that you're just waiting to figure out, what is your purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? Your purpose is constant.
It's always, like, wherever you are now, anything you're doing meaningful is purposeful. Mm-hmm. You know, and when it's outside, it's more than about yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, it has to be more than just about you. That's what purpose is. That's my definition of it. Mm-hmm. So it has to be where you're, you know, being selfish to be unselfish for others. You know, because you have to be a little selfish to get there.
Very selfish.
You have to get yourself in a space and a place to be able to even know what your purpose is. And sometimes that takes isolating yourself and getting in that quiet space and doing what you got to do for you, mm-hmm. so that you can be important to you to be able to serve others, which is purposeful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You agree?
I do. I do. I was just sitting here
You
thinking
know, people
through
get on
it.
these podcasts, be saying all kind of outlandish stuff. Somebody else might come through like, baby, she just on there to say whatever she wants.
No. I'm just thinking through what you're saying. And you definitely have to be selfish and think more about what you want and what makes you happy so that you can be the best person that you can be. Because if you're not the best individual, if I'm not the best Qorie, how can I be anything else? Because I was Qorie before I got any other title. You know? So, and some of that also goes back into figuring out what things you have to overcome. Because some fears and some challenges that we face come from old stuff that you haven't even learned as an adult. So yeah.
That's what it takes, going back to be able to get to a place to move forward. So sometimes you have to take a step back so that you can move forward. And so what would you say to someone who's watching, you know, and well, we pretty much just kind of said it, but anything else you would like to say to someone out there who's watching, maybe feel like they don't have purpose or anything?
I think one thing that people may say, because I struggle with, was like my talent. Like, what am I good at? What am I, you know? I think sometimes your talent and what you're good at doesn't have to be something that gets a lot of glamour and praise, right? So no, you're not a singer, you're not a dancer, you're not an actress, no, you're not the most athletic, the most fit, but you can clean very well, or you're very good at detail, or you know, you're good at styling, or you're good at giving advice. Like, we all got gifts and talents that only we're good at, you know, that only we have a vision for. So you don't really have to look at what other people's talents and gifts are that you can actually see, because the people that run Beyonce, the people that's behind Fenty and all of that,
They're the best of what they do.
they're the best at what they do, and they may not get the glamour, they may not be on the red carpet, but they're the brains and the, you know, they're the person that has the vision behind the brand. So, and that's what I'm realizing about myself. Like, I have talent and I have skills that surpass what my understanding was in the moment. Even now, I'm like, oh, I'm really good at this, but I have to be owning. Like, that's what I'm good at. Forget what anybody else got to say or what they think.
Yes, and
You
keep
know?
getting better.
Yep.
Even if you're good, you can get better. I love that. And like you just see Beyonce, but believe me, Beyonce is working with the best of the best. Cause ain't nobody doing about it on their own. Like me, even sitting here, she's with me. Like, it always, in purpose, it takes us to serve others, and it takes others to help us continue to grow to get where we want to go in our purpose. So don't think you are one man alone. And first and foremost, your higher power. I believe in God, you know, Lord Jesus Christ. And so it takes more than just you to live out that purpose too. So you can't get caught up in thinking, oh, self-made and you know, I'm gonna do it on my own, because baby, you're gonna need some help. You're gonna need some people to help you. Logos, you can't do it all. You know, to excel and continue to grow, you're gonna need help. So first you gotta, and then that's the thing, I wanna say this right fast. You got to I had to learn I had to go back, because at one point I wouldn't ask for help, but in the season I'm literally having to ask for help. That was something I had stopped doing or didn't, you know, like to do. But like I said, on the journey that I'm on and the purpose that I am, you know, living out in my life, I have to ask others for help. I have to know that it's just, you know, it's not just gonna be me. That, you know, hey, get out your pride and ask. And the only thing they can say is yay or nay. Like my mom used to tell me, look, can't nobody, your closed mouth don't get fed, and can't nobody reach your mind. And hey, what's the worst that can happen? It's either gonna be yay or nay. So you have to tell yourself that too, if you're in that type of mindset or thought process about, you know, just stepping out and then knowing that you might need others to back you or to assist you. Like, I had to ask her to come on. You know, I have to ask for sponsorships for my Mother's Day thing. I have to ask you all to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So God is doing the work in me with this asking, baby, because I'm asking every time you turn around. I went from not asking to asking every day. So that's just full circle. Like, hey. And I just hope you all receive that today as well. And so I definitely thank Qorie B for coming on. And we're gonna let her finish her bite. And so what else I wanted to say to y'all? Oh yeah, make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And you know, every time I am on here, I like to tell you that you are great in that life that you desire. You go out and create, because hey, why not? You are the bomb diggity boo.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed the conversation. Very genuine person, very organic. How you see her on camera is how she is in person.
Thank you.
And so it don't really feel like I just met you.
I know.
Just being honest. So yeah, definitely check out Resilience Fitness Apparel. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all the same name, Resilience Fitness Apparel. You can also follow me on Instagram under Qorie, Qorie B Fit.
Yeah, and everything will be in the description box below, so make sure y'all support our guests. You know, once again, like, hey, y'all need to watch some of these old videos and some new videos, because they be dropping gems, like, literally, and be blessing my spirit, and I know it's gonna bless yours. So make sure you, once again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, thank you, girl.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We about to eat.